kitchen is a place where the most scrumptious flavours are created, well presented and... Alright, maybe kitchens aren't the most pleasant places in the world, but I can think of one that is. Now, we're going to try and keep things short. With this tiny serve of small news, a chef, possibly small, by the name of Kate Murdoch has released an online web series called Tiny Kitchen, showcasing her making small versions of regular food with small utensils. Finally, a kitchen set that makes my genitals look respectable by comparison. These are tiny foods made specifically for tiny dolls in tiny kitchens. A harder niche than experimental art rock to get into. I keep telling my friends it's really good. They just have to give it the right band, the right chance. Everything's already getting smaller nowadays. TVs, iPods, my savings account. Is all of this a part of a plot to replicate the soon-to-be-released Matt Damon film Downsizing? I mean, it'd be the type of society where you could walk around and say, "Oh, what a small world." And it would be as if it'd be more than just an idiom, but an actual statement of fact. However, I could think of one thing that could be an advantage when you're small living in a big world. Now, I'm curious to what incredible, succulent, high-class, top-of-the-range food Chef Murdoch cooks in her show. Fucking McDonald's! Come on! You had a choice to cook something unique, something different, and you chose to cook McDonald's? I mean, okay, I get it. You've done the opposite of Supersize Me. But you could have found the solution to obesity, but, McDonald's? Come on, Kate! Now, I was curious, how would you sit formally at a table and consume such elegant, tiny food? Well, here's an example of some of the food freshly prepared for you in our tiny kitchen. Look at this. Tiny Japanese food. Delicious. Ooh, is that tiny miso I see? Tiny miso soup. Tiny vomit. I think that might be tiny katsu. How about that? We've also got some tiny sushi, some tiny desserts. We've got tiny cupcakes. We've got tiny cheesecakes. And we've got some tiny little crepes. A tiny bakery with tiny sausages, tiny hot dogs, and even a tinsy-wincy pizza. How wholesome is this? Now, look, I quite frankly like our human-sized world and our human-sized portions, but I have Kate Murdoch joining us here in our large-sized world. Welcome, Kate. Gee, you're larger than expected.
Were you expecting me to be tiny, Michael?
Yes, microscopic in fact, Kate. So, Kate, what is the meaning of tiny kitchen?
Well, it's to make tiny food, because everything that's tiny is cute.
I mean, that's not what my girlfriend said, but I mean, please, do go on.
Well, the ideal goal is to make tiny food for tiny restaurants in tiny towns for tiny citizens.
Right, but Kate...
And then I will rule the tiny towns, and I'll become the tiny god.
You have a god complex, don't you?
I'm a tiny god.